Good morning, folks. I had a few requests to make a video about these fish processing. We went fishing last night, and kind of like a more of a smorgasbord fishing. Probably like 70 fish here, and I'll easily have them done in an hour. My neighbor will be over in a little bit to help me out. I just want to get this video done, and he'll be over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to flay out fish with an electric flay knife. And I really don't care what kind of flay knife you get. This is by Rapala. I don't know how much it costs. I'm sure it was like 40 bucks. It wasn't that expensive. But it doesn't matter what kind of fish you're going to flay. We're going to flay out a yellow perch, a pumpkin sunfish, a black crappie, a white perch, and a bullhead. And it doesn't matter how small. I'll even show you how to do this little minnow yellow perch. It doesn't matter how small they are, how big they are. The process is exactly the same way. I'm going to go slow. I can go super fast, and I can get these fish done in, say, 10 seconds per fish. But we're just going to take our time this morning so you learn the process of how to get this done, and it'll make everybody's life easier. The only thing we have issues with in the fall time around here are yellow jackets. And yeah, it'll drive me crazy. So it's basically all you do is you take that fin right there, you flip it up, you take your power knife, you slide it right down to the backbone, then you're going to turn your knife around, and you're going to go right down the backbone. Just before you get to the end of the tail, you flip it over, and you have a skinless fillet. You just flip the fish over, you do the same exact process on the other side. And yeah, sometimes you do mess up and you go through the backbone, but you know, you're not doing it by hand. So I take a loss of a fillet every once in a while. And you have two options what you can do now to take the bones out. You can go with your electric knife and just go right around the edge of the stomach bones, and that's a perfect clean boneless fillet. Or what I like to do is I'll clean, probably if it's by myself, I can flay all these out, leave the bones, and have a big stack of meat here, and then I'll come back with my hand fillet knife. And you just take it right where the edge is, you can feel the bones, and you just kind of put it at an angle. And you go underneath that rib cage. It just, doing it by the hand, just gives you a little extra meat that's boneless. So it's just a little bit better finesse. So now we'll do the pumpkin, and really it's all exactly the same. Go right to the backbone, you flip your knife to the side. Go right down the backbone, you flip that over to the tailbone, and then it's a clean fillet. And what I do with the fish, you know, we don't get back until, say, midnight last night, and there's no way I'm going to process these fish at 12 o'clock at night. So what I have in my barn is I have an old refrigerator that I have on the highest setting. So here's a black crappie we caught last night, so it's the same exact process, right down the backbone. You just cut right through those stomach bones, belly bones I guess they call them. And what I do is I put that old refrigerator can hold 2 5-gallon buckets. And I just come home, I put we catch the fish, we throw them right in a 5-gallon bucket. And when I get home, I just throw them in the refrigerator on the highest setting the refrigerator has. And I just deal with them in the morning. So here's a white perch, same exact process. Yeah, my blades are getting old, getting dull. I have another set of blades, but they're probably 8-inch blades, so they're a little bit more difficult to maneuver around. But these blades, I don't even know how many fish these things have cut up. 500-600 fish, easily. You notice when they're getting dull when you start getting into the bigger bone fish. So here's a little tiny fish that we caught last night, and what happened was it was gill. The hook was in its gill, so the fish is going to die. You have two options. You can keep it, or you can throw it back and it'll just become fish food. But I just wanted to show you, it doesn't matter how small these fish are. You can fillet these things out. And what I call these is French fries. Because you throw these in a cast iron pan or whatever kind of pan you want to use, and you crisp those up, and they're like a little tiny French fry. See that? That's a tiny little fillet, just like a little French fry. So now this is the one everybody wanted to see, because everybody says you have to cut their heads off, you have to gut them, you have to skin them. No, that's not how it works anymore. So you have a hard bone right here in the gill, so you just kind of go underneath that, because you want to save as much meat as you can. And this is all hard bone right here. You're not going to cut through this. So you take that fillet knife, same thing, you go underneath that gill, right to the backbone, same exact process. Cut right through those stomach bones, right down the center of the backbone. Now you're going to flip it over, and you're going to skin it. Perfectly skinned bullhead. What'd that take me? Seconds? So down below I just have a bucket for the carcasses. So on bullhead it's pretty neat because there's very little waste. There's very, very little rib bones here. So you just the same exact way, you just come right through there, and there you go. A perfect boneless fillet. Of a bullhead. One little, nope, I'm gonna say there might have been a worm in there, but there wasn't. These fish are pretty clean, but you know, do your research. Parasites can't hurt you. I think they say as long as it's cooked for 15 seconds at 145 degrees, it kills all parasites. And I don't know too many people that don't cook their fish at 145 degrees for 15 seconds. So here's the process of the, I think this would be the white perch. Same exact way. My neighbor's coming over right now to give me a hand. He goes out with me, or I go out with him, however way you want to look at it. And we go fishing sometimes at night. So every single night we go out, it's very easily to catch this many fish. So if you're catching this many fish, you really don't want to hand fillet anything, because I'd be here half a day hand filleting these out without electric power fillet knife. So really, that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.